Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jade. So, before I start, if you hear noises, that's because across the street they're doing construction, which is like, oh God, here we go. But so sorry about that. But yeah, anywho, um, so I just happened to be on Google Plus, just checking to see if any friends made any posts and stuff, and I saw that Sean Baby Muse had made a post about BET launching a channel in Korea. Honestly, I'm not with it, to be honest with you, because the simple fact is like no one checks for BET here. So what the fuck are they going to be showing over there? Like, I feel like BET now is just like a rerun channel. Like they show reruns of like Martin and the Cosby Show and A Different World and like shows like that. I don't even know if there's any like new content that they show on BET now. I mean, I know they still have, of course, the BET Awards, the BET Hip Hop Awards, the BET Honors, Black Girls Rock, um, the Soul Train Awards, even though it's mainly on Centric, but they show it on the BET channel on the station. I think, oh no, there's still the show Being Mary Jane. So it's like there's some content. Well, you know what? First of all, the BET Awards and the BET Hip Awards, it's just plain all ratchet. But you get my point. They still show that. I don't know what new shit they show on BET now, so I don't even know what they will be actually showing on BET in Korea. To be honest with you, I don't know if they'll be showing like old episodes of 106 in Park. I don't know if they'll show reruns of like Martin. I don't know what the fuck they plan on showing on shows in Korea. I have no idea. But like BET now, it's like ain't nobody really checking for it. Just like MTV, like BET back in the like early 2000s was popping. You know what I'm saying? It was. I mean, even like in the 90s, it wasn't as big as MTV, but they did have good shows like Teen Summit, um, Video Gold. Oh God, I forgot the show. Oh my God. They had shows like that back in the day on BET, which was like lit. And then, like I said, later on they had shows like College Hill and Cedar's World and Rap City and 106 in Park and stuff like that. But then, you started having ratchet shit like BT Uncut and shit like that. And then like I said, the BT Awards went from being real as being as you know watch worthy as the VMAs, but then now it's like, do I really want to watch the BT Awards because it's like it's gonna be like like honestly the BT Awards hasn't been popping since like '07, like on some real shit. Like I haven't watched honestly it's been years since I watched a really good um BT Awards. Even though like no like 2010 was okay. It was better. It was better than '09 because '09 was it was bad because the fact that in 2009 the BT Awards was like days after MJ died, so they kind of completely rearranged the show as like a as a Michael Jackson tribute, but just the execution was awful. But 2010 was better, but since then it was just like the BT Awards stay ratchet. I mean, the BT Hip Hop Awards stay ratchet, and I feel like this year's gonna be even more ratchet because you got these new dudes out here. So, and some shit always pops off at the BT Hip Hop Awards in Atlanta. So, Lord Jesus, um, yeah. So I don't even know. I honestly don't know what the fuck they're gonna show on BT over there in Korea. I really don't know. Um, and like I said, same thing with MTV. MTV to me hasn't been popping in a while. Just the same like TRL is gone. The Real World hasn't been good in seasons. Let's see. Uh, I don't, you know, like I said, and the funny thing is because I grew up as an MTV kid. Like, MTV was my life as a little girl. Like, I used to watch MTV all day, every fucking day. Like, it was bad. Like, you know, I used to watch, like, Unplugged. Like, I can literally remember watching the Unplugged episode with Nirvana. I remember watching the Mariah Carey episode. I remember watching the, you know, the LL Cool J episode. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember watching those episodes of Unplugged. I remember watching Beavis and Butthead when it was out. I remember watching, you know, The Real World. I remember watching The Road Rules when that was out. I remember watching, you know, Yo MTV Raps, 120 Minutes. That was like the rock metal show. MTV The Grind, like when spring break, when they used to do spring break and they used to go to like Florida or like somewhere in Cali for like a week. Spring break on MTV was ratchet as fuck, but it was still lit. I used to live for that shit. Like, no, it's not even a week, it's like a whole weekend. And MTV used to have all types of shit on MTV during spring break. That type of shit. Like I said, TRL was like TRL was the shit. I remember, you know, watching TRL. I remember watching TRL when it first started, when it was just Carson and the camera guy. Like, there was no audience, there was no performances. It was just literally Carson breaking down the videos, and they'll have a you know, an artist come through every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? But then it led up to, you know, bringing in the audience and, you know, all this other shit to where we know TRL. And I actually ended up going to TRL, like not too long before they canceled the show. I only went one time, but still, it was still dope to go to. And I know they're bringing it back in October. But honestly, now it's a whole new era. Like, people ain't requesting videos anymore. People ain't, you know, they ain't trying to wait until 3:30 to watch TRL for a video. That, you know, they're not trying to do all of that. They can just go on YouTube and watch the video like 16 fucking times in a row. You know what I'm saying? And especially how now videos, you know, people trying to break records, you know, oh, the most views in 24 hours, blah, 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 and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. And then it's like, who are they going to have on the show? Because there are quite a few artists out here that ain't radio friendly. You know what I'm saying? Some of these artists out here, it's just really not, you know, appropriate for TV. Like I said, you really going to see Lil Uzi Vert and 21 Savage and Lil Pump and, you know, Playboy Cardi and XXXTentacion. You really think you're gonna see them dudes on TRL? Fuck no. Hell no, they're not gonna be up on TRL. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, it's going to be interesting. And then it's also like, when it comes to pop music, like that era of like quote unquote teen pop music, it ain't popping no more. There are no Britney Spears. There are no Christinas. There are no Jessica Simpson. There are no NSYNCs and Backstreet Boys. Them days is done. Like, there are no boy groups out. One Direction they doing their own solo shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got Fifth Harmony, but honestly, I don't know how long that shit gonna last. You got Lil Mix. So, like, groups ain't popping no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. So we'll see with, you know, TRL, but, you know, now they still showing like the challenge. Like, what is like y'all 50th fucking season? Like, how many times are we going to have a show with a bunch of, you know, has-beens that been on this show like 16 times? And mind you, they was on season like 4 of The Real World. Like, seriously? Really? Why are we still showing Teen Mom? Because honestly, I never liked that show. I never liked that show. On a simple fact, it was just, I got the premise of the show because yes, there are teen moms out there, but the show was just nothing but drama. After 16 and Pregnant, the show was just nothing but drama. Like, Teen Mom is just nothing but drama. half the girls on the show don't like each other. They always got problems with their baby father or their parents. And then the fact that these chicks be on the covers of like these tabloid magazines. And then it's like you got these girls out here. Like there was a point when like Teen Mom was like popping. The fact that there was like literally girls out here purposely getting pregnant so they could potentially be on Teen Mom. Seriously? So I never liked that fucking show. I never did. Because it's just like, really, yo? Like, y'all hoes is that thirsty that you're going to birth a child just so you can be on television? You can, you know, be on magazine covers and shit? Girl, miss me with that. I mean, I know people still like Teen Wolf. So that's like, you know, that's a good show. I don't really keep up with TRL anymore. I mean MTV anymore either. Like I know, like I said, they don't even show videos anymore. Like I don't even think they show videos at like 3:00 in the morning anymore. Like they really don't. So again, I don't know what's the point. And then, you know, I'm watching the Black Nina Speaks video and she made a point. Even though I hate the word cultural appropriation, I really hate that shit. But it is true. I feel like it'll, like, especially like with the shit that's on BT now, I feel like it'll just make Koreans, you know, it'll fuel the stereotypes that people over there think about black people. You know, there's not all Koreans, but they're, like the like the older Koreans, they feel, you know, black people, we ghetto, we ratchet, we're ignorant, stupid, you know, we don't know how to act, we're violent, all this, you know what I'm saying, because of what has been shown on the media. And last time I checked, BET don't have no wholesome, you know, content on BET. So this gonna be interesting as fuck, I'll tell you that. But honestly, I'm not with it. I'm really not. So yeah. If you do know about BET, I don't expect a lot of you to know about BET, but if you know about BET, and if you heard about them bringing a channel into Korea, just let me know how you feel. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.